Hi, welcome to a new topic. This time we're going to review the simple past. We're going to see everything you saw about the simple past, but in a short, concise video. So let's start. Remember that we use the simple past for finished actions or habits in the past. For example, I was at school yesterday. I ate my lunch at noon. Leonardo painted the Mona Lisa. Germany invaded France in 1940. So remember, these are all finished actions in the past. And as you remember, we can start with was and were, which is the past of the verb to be. And we can use, for example, they were at the gym at 6 a.m. She was happy at the party. These are just some examples. Remember, we use was for I, he, she, and it, and were for the rest of the different pronouns. We also have the negative form of was and were, okay, which is a negative form, only adding the word not. Okay, for example, she was not happy at the party. She wasn't happy at the party. Okay, remember, wasn't is a contraction of was not. Another important thing is to remember that we're going to use weren't or were not, okay, in case we're using you, we, or they. Remember, the contractions are wasn't and weren't, and they are used for more informal and casual speech or spoken speech whenever we're speaking, not writing formally. Then we have the questions. Okay, remember that in this case you would have to start with was or with were, and then you continue with the pronoun and the complement. For example, was she happy at the party? Or were they at the gym at 6 a.m.? Now remember that for the simple past we also have regular and irregular verbs. It is important to know the regular verbs because they are very easy. Remember, for the past you only have to add ed. For example, jump, jumped, play, played, and like, liked. Something important here, if you have a strong consonants like a K, like, or jump, ed sounds like a T, jumped, liked. And if you have a vowel sound like play, then the sound of the ed is like a D, played, stay, stayed, enjoy, enjoyed. And if you have a T or a D sound at the end of the verb, then it sounds like ed. Paint, painted, point, pointed. Only remember that. Now, for irregular verbs, remember that irregular verbs are crazy because they do not end in ed. Okay, we have take, took, give, gave, have, and you have to memorize the past tenses. By now you should know many different verbs, but it is important you continue memorizing conjugations. Now for the negatives, remember that we're going to use our magical word for the past, which is did, and we're going to use our magical word for the negatives, which is not. Important. Remember, the verbs change to base form. You can never use did and then a verb in past. You need to use did and the word in base form. Example, we did not like that book. Or, we didn't like that book. She did not think the exam was so difficult. Or she didn't think the exam was so difficult. Now for questions. For questions, remember we're going to use did, then we're going to use the subject and our verb in base form. Again, you can never use did and then the verb in past. You always have to put it in base form. Did we like that book? Okay, we can never say did we liked. That would be wrong. Okay, really bad. We need to say, did we like that book? Did she think the exam was so difficult? Okay, think is in base form because we already have the word did. Now it's your turn. Let's try. Okay, for example, if we have I shop bread and eggs every morning, how would you change this to the past? Remember, you can pause this video. And yes, the answer would be I shopped bread and eggs this morning. Did I shop bread and eggs this morning? That's how you can change it to the question. Here we have another one. I go to the gym every week. And the negative in question would be I didn't go to the gym last week. The question would be, did I go to the gym last week? Here we have another one. He goes to church every week. And negative in question would be, he didn't go to church last week. Did he go to church last week? Okay, notice, remember, go is in base form because we already have didn't and did. Now, you can put all your knowledge together. This was a summary of all the simple past. Here we have an example of how you can make your own sentences, applying all your knowledge together. For example, if someone asks you, how was your weekend? Your answer could be similar to this. It was good. I went with my family to a theme park on Sunday. We loved it. My mom was very happy. I played a lot and I had a lot of fun. My sister bought a gift for her boyfriend. We didn't have any problems to get there. There wasn't any traffic. How was your weekend? Okay, so this is just a little example of what you can do with the simple past with everything you know so far. Try writing a paragraph yourself. Thank you.